Welcome to our lesson on fluid flow types and the Reynolds number. In this video, we'll explore the fascinating world of fluid dynamics and learn how fluids behave under different conditions. Today, we'll cover three main topics. First, streamline or laminar flow. Second, turbulent flow. And third, the Reynolds number, which helps us predict which type of flow will occur. Let's begin with streamline flow, also known as laminar flow. In streamline flow, fluid particles move in orderly layers or streamlines that never cross each other. Think of it like smooth, parallel layers of fluid sliding over one another without mixing. Each particle follows a well-defined path, creating this beautiful organized pattern. This type of flow typically occurs at low velocities or in very viscous fluids, like honey flowing slowly from a spoon. Now, let's contrast this with turbulent flow. In turbulent flow, the fluid motion becomes chaotic and unpredictable. Instead of smooth layers, we see swirls, eddies, and vortices forming throughout the fluid. Particles no longer follow straight paths, but move erratically, crossing between different layers and mixing vigorously. Turbulent flow typically occurs at high velocities or in fluids with low viscosity. Think of rapids in a river or the wake behind a fast-moving boat. So, how do we predict whether flow will be streamlined or turbulent? This is where the Reynolds number comes in. The Reynolds number is a dimensionless quantity that helps us predict the flow pattern by comparing inertial forces to viscous forces in the fluid. The Reynolds number is defined by this equation, Re equals rho VL divided by mu, or equivalently, VL divided by nu, where rho is the fluid density in kilograms per cubic meter, V is the characteristic speed of the fluid in meters per second, L is a characteristic length, such as the pipe diameter in meters, mu is the dynamic viscosity in newton seconds per square meter, and nu is the kinematic viscosity, which equals mu divided by rho. Let's understand what the Reynolds number physically means. The Reynolds number represents the ratio of inertial forces to viscous forces. Inertial forces tend to keep the fluid moving and generate turbulence. Viscous forces, on the other hand, tend to dampen motion and promote smooth laminar flow. So when we look at the ratio, a low Reynolds number means viscous forces dominate, resulting in smooth, predictable laminar flow. A high Reynolds number means inertial forces dominate, leading to instabilities and turbulent flow. Based on experimental observations, we can classify fluid flow based on the Reynolds number. For flow in pipes, if the Reynolds number is less than approximately 2,000, the flow is laminar or streamline. If the Reynolds number is between 2,000 and 4,000, we have transitional flow, which shows characteristics of both laminar and turbulent flow. If the Reynolds number exceeds 4,000, the flow becomes fully turbulent. Let's look at some real-world examples to better understand these concepts. Blood flow in capillaries has a Reynolds number between 1 and 100, making it laminar flow. This is crucial for efficient oxygen delivery to tissues. River rapids, on the other hand, have Reynolds numbers well above 10 to the power of 6, resulting in highly turbulent flow. Airflow over an aircraft, wing transitions from laminar to turbulent as it moves from the leading edge to the trailing edge. Let's work through a simple example to calculate the Reynolds number. Water is flowing through a pipe with a diameter of 5 centimeters at a speed of 2 meters per second. Let's determine if the flow is laminar or turbulent. We know that the density of water is 1,000 kilograms per cubic meter. The viscosity of water is approximately 0.001 newton seconds per square meter. The characteristic length L is the pipe diameter, which is 0.05 meters, and the velocity is 2 meters per second. Using our Reynolds number formula, Re equals rho times V times L divided by mu, Re equals 1,000 times 2 times 0.05 divided by 0.001, Re equals 100,000. Since this Reynolds number is much greater than 4,000, the flow is definitely turbulent. Let's summarize what we've learned. Streamline flow occurs at low Reynolds numbers, where fluid moves in orderly layers without mixing. Turbulent flow occurs at high Reynolds numbers, where fluid motion becomes chaotic with swirls and eddies. The Reynolds number is a dimensionless ratio of inertial forces to viscous forces, given by Re equals rho VL divided by mu. Flow is generally laminar when Re is less than 2,000, transitional when Re is between 2,000 and 4,000, and turbulent when Re exceeds 4,000. Understanding these concepts is crucial in fluid dynamics applications, from designing efficient plumbing systems to optimizing aircraft aerodynamics. Thank you for watching.